Hey guys, Marina here, just coming to you from the end, or almost the end, of our Path of the Gods journey on the beautiful Amalfi coastline of Italy. And I wanted to jump on quickly just to speak about something that's been really speaking to me this trip in Italy in particular. And you know, this is something I've spoken about before. It's a definite ingredient inside the Dream Builder program and pretty much all of my clients, because as you guys know, I'm just committed to helping everybody experience their higher self and live their best life. So what's one critical ingredient to that? I talk about it frequently, and it's vision. We need a vision to pull us into a creation of something that doesn't currently exist, to tow us to create something that is not yet here. And the thing about vision, guys, is that everything around us, everything that's man-made, everything that's been edited or edified, even in nature, a path cut through the forest like this took vision. Someone was like, there's got to be a different way, and then they went about creating it. But first they had to have the idea of it, and then the vision of where and how it would look, and then of course creation follows that. And in Rome yesterday, we've been looking at things like the Colosseum and just seriously grand. I mean, the scale of the buildings and the columns from millennia ago is mind-blowing to me. It really just strikes me as the vision that they had when they had not the technology that we have today. So, the ideas of let's create something that massive that would last that long, that's serious vision, and it inspires me greatly. And then just even on this Path of the Gods walk today, this is essentially cliff going into ocean. And yet as we walk, what we notice is, terraced bits of land where farms are created. And so in my mind, I'm thinking, well, someone has thought, I want to live near this beautiful coastline. And yet it's not ideal to grow crops and produce, but how do we make that possible? And so, in other videos and certainly in a lot of my programs, we do a lot of work on how to cast a vision, how to create it, how to check that it's aligned for you. But today, this video, I just wanted to talk about is this concept of if there's a will, there's a way. And the thing about vision is the truly visionary sees something that doesn't yet exist. That's true vision, something that doesn't yet exist, and says, and although it is not yet here, how do I make it so? So in your life, if something to you might seem, impossible or improbable or too hard, then I want you just for a second to remember that you literally stand on the shoulders of generations and generations and generations of amazing epic humans who created a way out of no way, who had visions, who created our cities, who created pathways, who created automobiles, who created airplanes, things that didn't exist. And you are actually the evolution or the byproduct of the best of that. And so if they can, so too can you. And that's one reminder, is that even though it may not, just excuse me while I look down and navigate, if it doesn't yet exist, you have the capacity to bring it to form, number one. And number two is, what would you bring to form if you knew from the future that it could be so? So if you had certainty that that vision or that dream could absolutely be true, might take some work, might be a lot easier than you think too. The question is, what would you bring? What would you bring to life with your vision? And I think this is the final ingredient, is we've got to be brave enough to dream. I think we live in a society that's, well, first of all, we know this has a orientation towards the negative, towards, pessimism. And a dose of optimism, I think, is something we could all take even more of, even if you're already optimistic. And just ask yourself, if I knew it couldn't fail, or if I could wave a magic wand, or if I could just give it a goddamn shot, what vision, what thing would I add? What would I create? Who might I be? What relationships would I conjure? Whatever it is. Because all around us, we have evidence. Listen to those beautiful, what are they? Insects of some description. Evidence all around us of the magic of human imagery, of human nature, to want to create, to want to go, what is possible? What is possible? So ask yourself that today. What is possible? And if I was brave enough to believe it to be so, what would I create for myself? Because the world needs more dreamers. It just does. And of course, if you want help to create a vision for your life that's exciting and compelling and in truth something that you can absolutely embody, then check out a lot of my free content, or consider joining me for our very powerful transformational program, the Dream Builder program, which is a 3-day live experiential event where we completely disintegrate all of your limits, your blocks, both conscious, subconscious, systemic, and then it's a 12-week program to help you build the muscle of that new version, higher self of you, so that you can have the dream life that you deserve. All right, I see you, I am you, I love you. Right now, I have just arrived at the other end of this beautiful walk. I don't know if you can see this, and I'm gonna go get some fresh lemonade. Let me just see if I can find a view for you here to look at. Hello. Hi. Look at this. Worth it.